Hello and welcome, and it is 7:05 p.m. Eastern Time, 1900 hours on the 13th day of January 2021. My name is Derek, and this is the Money Charts channel where, like always, all bets, trades, and the like, within each his own risk and their own reward. Once upon a time, which is not make-believe, but I'll say it anyway, early in January the 10th, the price action had on Bitcoin against the US dollar had spent a decent amount of time hanging in there, noticeably above $40,000 and $41,000. And in a flash, but a little bit of time, we made a bunch of lower highs and lower lows, with the lowest point coming in near that of 30,000, losing near a quarter of its value. And this occurred on the morning and the end of the day on January the 11th. A little over a day. How is this market going to react to this particular move? How I like to use Fibonacci retracement is, for it to be real, it's got to basically hold that 61.8% retracement. I use exponential Fibonacci. I feel it works better. I kind of know it does, but anyway, I'll just say feel for now anyway. But anyway, when it has a move like this is telling me that the selling is a failed breakdown. Now, I need one of two things to occur now for me to give it an ultimate confirmation. It's getting damn near close on the 15 with what's going on now, but I need for it to hold and stay above this for a significant amount of time, and I need it more than even on the hourly and the daily. I'd like to see this hold for like 6, 7, 8 hours above the 37-ish level. But it's not. Sometimes these things will just soar. And if it does, at what point do you say, okay, wow, let's just say it goes up every minute, the 1 minute, 5 minute, 15, all these time frames are extended. At what point do you say it's a big enough move where I don't see it's going to be a failed breakout above the 37? And so if it keeps going straight up, at some point you just have to say, like, okay, 39,000, it failed. And at that, I'm looking, it's going to go to 42, where we're probably going to have, if we're going to have resistance, we'll have a successful correctionary phase of some sort, which means we make a higher or lower congested time. And within the 15 here, it's breaking out. It's telling me that the possibility of that is a failed move. Now, how does one react to that move? That's the question. Let's look at a bunch of other ones. So this is down move. How did it react to it? Well, it's kind of failing because you go up. Okay, that's fine. I mean, you make a lower high to this. That's normal. But why didn't it make lower lows and lower highs consistently? So sure, that makes this high here. That's fine again too. Lower high to this. But instead of this had a straight up elevator move, it never did ever break down below the established support. Failed move. So let's look at some of the other moves. Like, say, move from this low to this high, the rally. The first decent-sized move from the sell-off. How did it react to that? I'm not going to calculate, but you have Fibonacci from 30,000 and then 36, and you're working your way down. One thing you can tell is that held and stayed above the 61.8% number, pretty much right around here. So thus, that made the rally still not fail, and this be in possible succession. And then breaking above resistance like that said, another leg higher is coming. And how did this selling react? From this high to this low. Well, 61.8% would have been somewhere around here, so it would have been stating that this selling was a failure right around in here. And I'm seeing right now that this entire run is becoming that of a potential for a failed move. Now, in these bull markets, it's going to take a lot of times. It's a lot to shake it out. Even some of these moves are going to rebound, and a lot of them, have been stated, have been doing so fast during this run higher. And we can see here on the 1 hour time frame, decent sized moves above, getting above the highs here, and it's been chopping back and forth, but it looks like we're re-breaking out, and things are regaining the bullish trend and regaining the statement on the 4 hour, that is. All these higher highs and higher lows, and really never ever doing anything below the lows. It had a decent pierce on this 3 a.m. stamp here, but it recovered it within the hour, or within the 4 hour period rather, and then sideways on the lows. But here it goes below it. And then the first move that we talked about, I've been talking about rather, that into the 18 spends near a dozen periods, looks like about 10 or 11 within it. But there's your exitation of it and its attempt to regain the trend. This is the first time it's been above the 18 average of highs like this since near the top. And you see the continuation. You got this high to this low as an example. So you see this high, this low again. So where are we comparable? Like this point here. And then you get to previous resistance. It congested, huge gain. So what would happen when we come up here? Yeah, maybe we'll have some sort of resistance here. Congest, go lower, maybe higher low at 36 or 35. But on a break of this established resistance, and in the daily, to me, this looks like it's, that looks like a fantastic spot. I would easily call this weak resistance here. Don't like the chances of such. If it's breaking through, I'd expect it to have a significant leg higher. Of course, whatever happens, happens. I'm just looking at what looks the most probable, all these different situations and such. And with that being said, I'm going to conclude the video. It is 7:12 p.m. The puck is about to drop off in Toronto. So I'm just going to hang in there and watch some 4 hockey games tonight as the hockey season has started for it. But I'm going to be able to put up a decent amount of videos still, because that probably be the commonality. Doing videos at nighttime when I'm watching the games. But unfortunately, it's also going to be times where I might have to I still do other like fantasy work for the next day. But I'll most likely have lots of times, even if they put a lot of games up, which for myself means a lot of opportunity. As one of my goals is to be the #1 fantasy player in the National Hockey League for this season on DraftKings. And if I can do that, that'd be fantastic. So anyway, take care.